On December 24th, 2008, my family had a traditional Christmas Eve dinner at my grandmother's, as we did every year since I was born. And my heart started to tear apart as I saw my brother being taken out of his house on a stretcher. They started by looking at us and stating, "We are sorry. We did everything we could to save him. There was nothing else we could do." My cousin held me tighter as I started screaming and crying and yelling, "How could this happen? And how am I going to tell my son that his Uncle Josh is dead?" So I thank you for supporting this endeavor by being here tonight so that we can help others.
I found out that my precious son was diagnosed with a rare heart defect on Thursday, July 16, 2009. That day was the most difficult day of my entire life. I knew from the prenatal visit my life would change from that moment on. I had a high-risk exam with an OBGYN where Jack's internal development was examined to make sure his vital organs were developed appropriately. I was devastated to find out that his heart was not developed correctly and that I was going to give birth to a child with a heart defect. Baby Jack was diagnosed with DORB, with transposition of the great arteries. This is where both outlets that allowed blood to flow were going to the body instead of one to the body and one to the lungs. I too have organized a nonprofit organization to honor not only my son, who's number one to me, of course, but other families going through the same heartache, disbelief, and financial difficulties as we have undergone. We will also offer part of our donations to the pediatric cardiac unit at Yale. Jack is now just shy of 9 months, doing what any 9-month-old should be doing, with no developmental delays. Once he gains just 10 more pounds, he will have his second open heart, the Fontan surgery, which should correct his heart enough to hopefully never need another procedure. But this will be determined during adulthood. There is a strong possibility that he will need a heart transplant. Please follow our foundation and join us for all of our fundraising activities, which include excitement for the entire family. You can obtain more information regarding our events and dates by logging onto our website at www.jackofallhearts.org. In the near future, we plan to collaborate events and fundraising efforts with Rebecca and My Brother's Heart Foundation, being that congenital heart disease is the #1 birth defect in infants, affecting more than 40,000 children each year.
There's so much sorrow. It's way too late to say I'll cry tomorrow. Each of us must find our truth among ourselves. There's so